What is going on, guys? It is Big Mike back today once again with another vlog. And I know it's been a long time since the last vlog. I tried to film some stuff within the last few months, didn't really put it together or anything, but we're gonna start fresh now, get some content in because I know you guys have loved the vlogs. So today is Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. I just finished my second quarter of college. I did okay. I did better than last quarter, that's for sure. Got an A in accounting. I got an A in math. I'm waiting on my grades for weather class. I'm pretty sure I got an A. And I kind of shit the bed during chemistry and I got a C+. I don't really know what it is, but college chemistry is fucking scuffed, dude. I swear on the midterms, you could get like a 50-60% and it ends up being a B or a B+. I really don't understand what the issue is. So when I'm going through the lectures, I'm learning and stuff, it all makes sense. It all seems pretty easy. I can comprehend all of it. But when it comes to the midterms and the final, for some reason, I cannot get that shit, man. I don't know what it is. I did amazing in high school chemistry, chem honors, sophomore year. I got an A in the first semester. Second semester, I got an 89.49, which was like 0.01 away from an A. It's just, I don't know what the deal is. Maybe it's online school. Maybe it's the fact that I'm rusty on my chemistry. I guess we're gonna have to see. So I have Chem 2C next quarter. So with the quarter system on these big classes, you end up having 3 quarters of it. I had Chem 2A, Chem 2B, and then next quarter I'm gonna have Chem 2C. So am I finally gonna be able to get a B in chemistry? Am I finally gonna be able to get an A? I don't know. I really fucking hope so, because this does not look good on my transcript when I'm applying to med school. That in chemistry, freshman year, I got a C and a C+. Maybe we can go C, C+, B+, C, C+, A? You know, that'll be a lot better. But hey, as long as we don't get a fucking C next quarter, I'm gonna be okay. So since I started college at UC Davis, so that's University of California at Davis, it's near Sacramento, which is the capital of California. I haven't really talked about what classes I've been taking or anything about my school. So I'm gonna give you guys an update on what exactly I've done so far. So my school uses the quarter system. So we have 3 quarters in the year, and each quarter we need to take about 15 units. And if we take 15 units every single quarter, then we graduate perfectly on time at the end of the 4 years. So last quarter, I took Chem 2A, Calc 21A, Cultural Anthropology, and this little tiny 1-unit class that was kind of an introduction to my major. This quarter that just finished last week, I took Calc 21B, which was a continuation, Chem 2C, which was also another continuation, and I took a class called Severe and Unusual Weather, which contributes towards my general education, and I took Accounting, which also contributes to my general education. Out of all those classes, I honestly think my favorite had to be chemistry. All that stuff is super interesting to me. I just shit the bed on the midterms and the final. Next quarter, which is the last quarter of freshman year, I'm going to be continuing chemistry with Chem 2C, and that's going to wrap up general chemistry. I'm done with calculus for now, and I'm going to be taking applied statistics, which is statistics, but it's kind of directed towards my major. Then I'm going to be taking a class called Crisis and Environment. I feel like that's going to be talking about global warming, climate change, all that kind of stuff. Lastly, I have a class on entrepreneurship. I don't really know what to expect in that class, but it seems pretty interesting, so I guess we'll see. So some of you guys might be wondering, how did I like my first 2 quarters at Davis? Would I recommend the school? Am I having a good time? So it's kind of a complicated answer. I think the school is going to be great. From what I've seen from my professors, just how they organize their classes and everything, I really enjoyed it. But I hate with a passion learning from home. Well, I'm not home, I'm in my dorm. But just online learning, it just doesn't hit the same. It's so different. I feel like with online school, it's super difficult to stay focused. It's super difficult to comprehend and retain all the information. And for some reason, I've never had this before. Usually when I take tests, I do great. I'm not nervous at all. But with online school, whenever I take the tests, I'm super anxious and nervous and I don't know exactly what it is. I guess taking a test in a not formal environment. It's just, it's comforting for me to be in a room full of everybody who's about to get shafted by a test. But if I'm alone and I'm getting shafted on a test, it's a shitty feeling, man. But school-wise, it was okay. I think it's as good as it could possibly be with online school. I can only expect so much with online school, but it was okay. But then there comes like the mental health aspect, how I was feeling, not good. First quarter was absolutely awful, horrible. I felt super lonely. I didn't eat as much as I'm used to. I didn't shower very much at all. I rarely did my laundry, and I was just a mess. I felt super just uncomfortable. I wanted to do all these things, but I just couldn't get myself to do it. I had so much of a lack of motivation to do my schoolwork, to do literally anything, and I just stayed in my room all day. The only thing that kept me from not going absolutely insane was streaming. Making content, it was amazing. It was amazing. And then when I got started on the podcast, once I came back home for Christmas break, or towards the end of the first quarter, that was amazing too. Quarter number 2, I told myself that I wasn't gonna have a terrible quarter. I told myself at the start that I'm gonna make some changes and see what happens. So I said that I was gonna shower every day. I did that. Yeah, I showered a lot, and that actually made a huge difference. I said that I was gonna wake up early, and at the start of the quarter, I was waking up early, probably the first 4 to 5 weeks. And then after that, I slowly started waking up later. And I can tell you, I felt so much better when I was waking up early. I felt so useful. I went and got breakfast every day, and it was just a good time. But once I started waking up later, then I started to feel useless, started to feel like I was wasting my time. My sleep schedule got a bit messed up, and I was not a fan. I also told myself that I was gonna go get food at least twice a day, and I did do that throughout the whole quarter, which was good. And lastly, I told myself that I was gonna go on a walk or do something special besides going to get food, and I didn't manage doing that. So I think with this third quarter, that's something I need to start implementing, because I gained a fuck ton of weight. Ever since baseball season was canceled, I gained about 40 pounds, 35, 40 pounds. I went from 185, which was perfectly healthy for me. I felt great, to around 220 right now. And I'm not happy with that. You know, I'm okay because I know that I'm not doing any physical activity, so I can't expect to be super in shape. But I know I need to get back doing some fitness, going on runs, going on bike rides, swimming, literally anything, and then we'll be getting back to normal. So on the content creation side, what have I been up to? Well, there's a bunch of things. So I started the podcast, which is called the Slow Bros Podcast. Me and Nick Zombie started it at the end of last year. We did about 8 or 9 episodes, and Nick decided it was time to leave the podcast. And since then, I've been doing guests one-on-one with me, and we've been having a pretty good time. I 100% miss having Nick as a co-host. I feel like our energy just worked together so well, and we always had stuff to talk about. I hope that he'll return one day onto the podcast. I know he's been struggling with some depression and stuff like that, but I wish him the best. I hope you guys wish him the best. Go support his YouTube channel, his Twitch. Go hang out with him, and I'd really appreciate it. Recently with the podcast, I've been losing a bit of motivation. Initially with the podcast, it was literally all I thought about. When I was just going throughout the day, all I thought about is who's gonna be our next guest, what are we gonna be talking about, and I was just constantly going through these things in my mind. And the easy thing with that was if we couldn't find a guest, we could have an episode by ourselves. Me and Nick could just do an episode, come up with some topics, and talk for a while. Usually this episode was a bit shorter than the guest episodes, but it was still fun. People still enjoyed them. Now, if I want to continue with a consistent upload schedule, I need to find one guest every single week. And that's okay, I definitely can find that. But just recently, I've been busy with the end of the quarter. I had finals, I had some big assignments, and now I'm back home, and I just haven't found the time to do some episodes or find any guests recently. My most recent idea for a guest was Niraj, who is a Derice player. He also plays some other maps. He used to be a first room player, and he's super knowledgeable about the game. And we were gonna go over Syndicate's 115 game. So the legendary 115 game from Syndicate is actually modded, and we wanted to go through all the points, prove that it's modded, and hopefully just show people that legendary game was just fake, and Syndicate built his career on lies. a lot of people ask me, why do you care about this? This happened 10 years ago. It's not world record. Well, it basically just shows that Syndicate has no integrity. He made thousands and thousands of dollars off of a lie, off of a fake game, and he stole views from people. You know, other people who were actually grinding, getting round 100s at that time, probably weren't getting as many views because Syndicate, who was lying about his rounds, was getting those views instead. Imagine if someone like Furret, who spends hundreds, thousands of hours grinding maps to get a world record on them, and super insane world records too. Imagine if he was able to get the amount of views that Syndicate did, or even half, or even 25%. No, it's just unacceptable that somebody faked their game and got views from it when there are people out here playing 70-hour games, grinding for hundreds of hours of restarts and failing, and just not getting the credit they deserve. So hopefully soon, me and Niraj will be able to collaborate and have this podcast episode. I want to make sure it's very organized. We have all our points laid out, and we'll have some evidence and all that stuff in the description. So I'm really hyped for that too. One other piece of huge news that I have is that I'm going to be starting some competitive Zombies tournaments and gauntlets with my boy Fire Emblem. So right now, ZWC, or Zombies World Championship, is going on. Right now they have the online tournament, the qualifiers. They have 8 challenges, and you can pick a challenge or multiple challenges, and whoever gets the highest round or the fastest time or whatever it is, moves on to the finals in Vegas. But the thing is, the challenges they picked aren't great. There's Cold War, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 3. There's no BO2 or BO1 or IW or anything like that, unfortunately. So I was thinking I wanted to make some sort of competitive Zombies opportunity for people in the community. I want them to be able to pick what they play. Put out a poll with some options, have the community pick what they want. Don't just pick some random challenges out of my ass, some Cold War stuff. No, we want to see some BO1, we want to see some BO2, we want to see those old games. So I'm thinking we're going to have some tournaments and some gauntlets. The first thing we're going to do is a bracket style tournament. So within this tournament, we'll have one-on-ones, a bunch of one-on-ones in the first round. We'll have a challenge that is picked by us and the community. And in this challenge, whoever gets the highest round or the fastest time, whatever it is, between those one-on-ones, we'll move on to the next round. Then we'll have another set of one-on-ones until we get to the final 2. We're planning on having a $5 entrance fee, and we'll take any donations for the prize pool. So if we have a $5 entrance fee and we have 20 people participate, that means that our prize pool is going to be $100. So in the end, we could give $75 to the winner and $25 to second place, or something like that. The more participants we have, the bigger the prize pool will be. So I think this is a good idea. Some of the possible challenges we have are first room challenges. It could be around 30 speedrun, 50 speedrun, 100 speedrun, and we're planning on increasing the difficulty and the length of these speedruns or round challenges as we go on in this tournament. So the first round will most likely be the quickest, the smallest challenge, the easiest maybe, and as we go on, it should get progressively more difficult and more time consuming. Me and Firem are planning on commentating over these challenges unless we're participating. If we're participating, we can find somebody else to commentate over. And we also plan on bringing on special guests that specialize in the maps. For example, if we're doing something on Verrückt, maybe we would bring on Furret. If we were doing something on Origins, maybe we would bring in someone like Wheelio. I don't know, but we're gonna bring in some other commentators to help us out. Right now, we haven't decided how we're gonna broadcast them. We could either broadcast them on my channel, on Firem's channel, possibly on YouTube, or we might make a whole new channel for these tournaments. We haven't decided on it yet, but please let us know in the description, how do you wanna view this? And here is a quick update on how my streaming is going. Right now, I'm taking a little bit break because I'm at home right now and the streaming setup is a little bit scuffed. So let me show you. Here we have my laptop, my keyboard, my mouse pad, headset, microphone. I put the microphone here, right there, and I have my chair. This setup is a little bit awful because my chair is not at the right height. I don't have my usual mouse pad, so I don't have a lot of reach. My arms get on the edge of the table and it hurts. I have one screen, so I have to put chat on my Mac or my iPad or something like that. The screen is super small. I'm used to having 2 monitors. I don't have a powerful enough PC. All those things combined to just having a really stressful time while streaming. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna take the week off. I'm gonna film some vlogs. I'm gonna film some podcasts, all that stuff. and we'll come back once I come back next week in Davis. Lately, I've been playing a lot of BO1 and specifically Ascension. So I've been getting better and better at Ascension, getting faster, getting more capable of getting to higher rounds. I had this 120 PB for the longest time. I couldn't get past 120. Then I got a 121, and then I went to 139. Then I got a 140, and I've been wanting instas, which is around 163 and above. Every few rounds or so, you have a round where the zombies have round 1 health, and I've been wanting to get that point for a while. And my ultimate goal is going to be 200. I feel super confident in my skills on that map, so I think I can get that 200 soon, but we're just going to have to wait until I get back. So I guess that's going to wrap up today's vlog. We went over my college experience so far, went over my plans for the next quarter. We went over the podcast, the competitive zombies plans, my streaming, and I mean, that's about it for now. So I guess thank you everybody for watching today. I'm going to try to bring you guys another vlog this week with more action-packed stuff like my usual vlogs. This was kind of an update just to let you guys know what's going on. So I appreciate it if you guys dropped a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.